Okay, we're back, and so you just finished off the crazed smithy, or the crazed smith, um, and you see that the smith has done a good job on his helpers. And when you look in the adjoining room over here on the left, you can see that that is his wife that he butchered, and so yeah, this place is a definitely a scene of carnage. So where would you like to go next in this lovely town?
Can I go look and see if I can find a shovel or any other like goods in these crates, just so we can dig that warlock up?
Yeah, you're able to find a shovel, probably in one of the rooms here, and yeah, it's serviceable for unburying warlocks.
I grab it by its wooden handle and I go back and I hand it to Leroy.
All right.
Oh, thanks, man. I was a grave robber in my past.
We've all made mistakes.
Yeah, TMI.
I really didn't consider it a mistake, but okay.
All right, where would you like to go next?
Can I just yell out, what's his name? Argonon? Are you in here by chance?
No response.
Alright, he ain't here, guys.
All right, next building.
Or go counterclockwise around the outside.
Yeah. If this door is unlocked.
The door is unlocked, and as you open it and peer inside, another gruesome scene is displayed before you, actually playing out before you as the body of one of the villagers is splayed out on the floor, and a child is kneeling next to the body. For a moment, you thought that the child may be weeping, as the body is of a dead person, clearly female, probably its mother. But as you look closer, you see that the child is actually eating the intestine from the belly of this woman. The child looks up at you and snarls as its eyes kind of flash a momentary red glow, and it goes back to its meal of intestine.
Should try to identify what the hell this thing is.
It's a demon child.
It's an evil child, yeah.
What makes it
Around-
evil? I didn't see inside, so I'm like,
No, I
what's
mean,
evil?
like, can I try to identify the creature or what it is?
I run in with my war pick, ready to crack its skull with it.
Can I
Eyes
just
are
can I do a
brutal.
quick can I do a quick investigate intellectual challenge roll to see if it identify the creature?
Go for it.
And today I rolled not good today.
Certainly.
Yeah, I've been
Yes,
rolling
sir.
like crap too.
Okay, so it looks like a feral child. Looks like the child was dressed in normal clothes, but he's just gone crazy, and he is in one hand gripping his teddy bear, in the other hand gripping a chunk of large intestine and just chewing on it. So who's running into the room?
Gunner.
All right, Gunner, do what you're going to do. All right, Gunner, you run up, and the child momentarily offers you a bite of intestine, but you do what?
Sink the pick into its head.
Okay. All right, war pick to the head, as is customary when people offer you a piece of their mom's intestine. Okay, so let's see here. That would be. Let's see. This little guy is a small monster, so that is a hit.
takes 7.
7 damage. All right, not enough to kill it. It is still strong enough to finish his chew. But that was Gunner's turn. Who's next?
And I use a triggered action to do this to myself. This is, let me show you.
Awesome. Okay, you'll have to remember that because I will not.
Yep.
All right, we have dusk, or we have approach of dusk, or we have Leroy. Who wants to go next?
Approach of Dusk is going to charge in there, but we can do the door. So
All right, do your thing.
I would get in there and swing with a 17 and do 7 points of damage.
All right, that is enough to take the little bastard's head right off. It goes flying across the room, bounces off the wall, and lands in his little straw bed there. Mouth still full of intestine. And that eliminates this threat. What would you like to do next?
Do you need any help, or are you good?
Yeah,
Think
what's
we're
going
good.
on in there?
Yeah, we start
Yep.
walking out. Yeah, we're nothing to see in there.
Really? It sounded like
Yeah.
there was a bit of a commotion. Nothing happened?
It's not,
It's,
not a pretty sight.
Oh, okay.
A future ghoul in making.
Oh, man.
If
All
we
right,
hadn't
on to
already
the
gotten
next
there.
house, I guess.
Hopefully this one is as uneventful.
Door's over here, right?
Oh, yeah, I want to, like, keep a tab on that,
So
the dog.
The Bargus is still making its way around and kind of looks in your direction momentarily, but it ignores you for the most part.
Yeah, I try to avoid eye contact.
Yep. All right, moving on to the next house. Yeah,
Door open. Or unlocked, I should say.
door is unlocked.
Open it.
All right, the door is open, and you see beyond as soon as I reveal it a room. And inside the room is a corpse that looks like has been laying here for a couple days. Blood is kind of congealed underneath it, and it looks like it's been kind of worked on by critters. And as you scan the room, you see the critters that have probably been working on it. Two critters that are kind of hiding or crouching. They're not really hiding. One is standing on the table, and the other one is sitting on a stool. And you see in the corner over here another person that's kind of crouched there and appears to be alive. Head is kind of buried in its chest. He's kind of in a sitting fetal position. But the two creatures that are in the room stir as the door opens, and their wings kind of flare off of their backs as they react to your presence. These creatures are similar to the other creatures that you have seen before, but they're not quite the same. A little bit different. So, Arzagal, you want to give me an intellect challenge roll with a boon, please?
Sure. I roll right, so I cannot identify it from my roll.
Okay, so yeah, that was you just kind of glimpse at it, and so you're not really sure what the creature is. Excuse me. Still dealing with the aftermath of the plague. All right, so
Now, how about a 14?
14.
Approach of
So yeah, the approach of dusk takes a look in the room and sees two Devilkin.
Hmm.
Devilkins are fat-bellied and cherubic creatures that gather in flocks, gaining strength in numbers. They savor the suffering all around them, breaking into malicious giggles whenever a suffering soul starts shrieking. Once beautiful, childlike fairies, they've been transformed by hell's dark power into scarlet-skinned, winged fiends that thrive on making mischief for the damned. And right now, they seem to be thriving on freaking out this poor person that is huddled in the corner there. It looks like they're tossing eyeballs back and forth between each other, presumably from this corpse. And they stop doing that when the door opens. What would you like to do?
Approach of Dusk will go in there and smack something. You need a will talent roll.
All right, go ahead.
Are they frightening or horrifying?
They are. What are they? They are indeed frightening. So give me a will challenge roll, please. All right. You gain an insanity, and you are frightened for 1 round for every point of insanity your character has.
Can I add that boon you gave me before for living a century in hell?
Sure.
Then I'll make it.
All right. You started to get scared, but then you realize that you've seen these little shits before.
I'm a dozen in hell. I'm stuck at the door, but I'm going to charge in and smack this one to the bottom.
All right. Let me free the door.
All right, I go fast and touch him as he runs in.
All right. Go ahead as I remove all the door barriers here. Okay, so let me pull, as you, hold on a second. Let me think real quick. Okay, so these two guys, they freak out when the door opens for a moment. They react. And then you rush, Approach of Dusk rushes in to, presumably to attack them. And they drop their eyeballs and they start screeching out as you rush in. So let me go ahead and put the turn order up, get all of you on it. And then we can go from there. Mark fast or slow as appropriate. All right, Arsicle, I don't know why there's a second one of you up here.
I know you.
Okay, and then we got these little buggers. And they will go on slow. All right, because that works so well for them. Approach of Dusk and Gunner. Both of you go first. I assume Approach of Dusk goes first since he's rushed into the room.
I went first.
Gunner went first.
Oh, Gunner, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm done.
Then I ran in the room.
All right. And Approach of Dusk.
It would be a 24, because I would lose that second boon. So a 24
That's a hit.
for 10.
All right. 10 points of damage is sufficient to kill one of them. So that one goes up in a poof of black smoke as you return it to hell. We're leaving one more in this room, but the shriek rang out throughout the house and you hear fluttering coming from the rooms beyond this one. So that was Approach of Dusk. We now move to the slow turns. And get the guys back up here. All right, so that leaves Ekmor, Arzigal, and Leroy. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Go ahead.
Okay. take out my pistol after hearing some commotion inside, and I go in and I'm, oh, what the hell is this? Do I have to like roll will?
Yes, will challenge roll, please.
Alright, I'm like, what is this? Oh God, it's so scary.
Yes, missing eyeballs and all. So you get another point of insanity or a point of insanity. And you are frightened. Please mark that on your character sheet. And now you can act.
Okay, so one bane.
Yep.
Alright, then
Well, if
I
you click
will-
frightened on your character sheet, that should care for the bane.
Okay.
Yep.
Then I'll do my pistol, and the boon will cancel it out, so just a straight roll, right?
Yep. All right, that's a hit.
Okay.
And 11
then
points of
I'll-
damage is enough to blow it back to hell as well. So it explodes in a shower of gore before it goes back to its home stomping grounds. But you hear shrieking and fluttering coming from the dark rooms beyond. So let's see, who was that? Ekmore that just went? No, that was Leroy.
Mhm.
All right, so Ekmore and Arzagal have not gone yet. So who would like to go next?
I would like to go next. Wait, is there one dead?
We're dead.
Yeah,
The-
two
the
creatures are
road-
dead, and there's one dead body in the room. As soon as you see it, I would like you to give me a will challenge roll, please.
Okay. Is it okay if I do it with a boom because I'm used to seeing this kind of...
Each one of these creatures are masterfully and artfully destroyed in very grotesque ways. So each one is an experience unto itself. So give me that will challenge roll as your brain tries to deal with the horror before you.
Give me 1 minute. Are you lich?
All right, so a little more of your brain dies as you see the horror displayed before you, and so mark the frightened condition on your sheet, or affliction, and add another point of insanity to your character, please. You may now act.
Okay, so who is the one who is cowering?
That is this fellow over here. It appears to be a youth, probably in his teens, that seems to be just shuddering. Looks like he's sitting in a puddle of his own piss. And by the smell of it, he's probably got a package that's been delivered in his pants as well.
So what happened?
He looks up at you, and his eyes are just as wide as they can possibly be without his eyes popping out. And he's like, the hell has come to Raven's Nest. We're all going to go to hell.
What happened?
These creatures have just been coming out of the house across the street. They've been coming in and killing everybody. Everybody's dying, and they keep torturing me, showing me my friends and family being ripped apart. I can't take it. I can't take it.
Okay, we are here to solve that problem here.
He says, nobody can help. Hell is here to claim us all. We're all going to die.
Oh, there's some. Don't worry, we'll help save no matter what it takes.
All right, so he's clearly mentally gone. He's checked out.
But to be fair, it's quite obvious what happened now. He gave enough information, I think.
Yep. So I always allow talking to be somewhat of a free action. So you moved in and you talked to this guy for a moment. You still have an action. So if you want to do something else, you can do so.
I don't see any enemies, so I think that's about it.
Okay. All right. So there is fluttering coming from inside the house. So I will allow you to prepare if you'd like. Otherwise, if you feel like you've done enough, then we can move on.
I kind of questioningly say, Narganon, you in here?
All right, you hear giggling coming from inside the dark rooms beyond this room, and you hear something screech out, "Narganon here!"
Do I remember if he's a giggler?
He is not a giggler.
I looked to the party. I think they're trying to pull a fast one, guys. Maybe.
I don't.
They're
You can't
pranking.
trust
It's all
them.
quite obvious they're pranking.
I don't feel they're trustworthy. Their answer.
All fun and games to start pulling people's eyes out and tossing them around the room.
Right. Okay, Ekmor, you haven't done anything yet. What would you like to do?
Well, I think we should let that guy get out of here first. Tell him, maybe you want to get out of the room before anything goes down in there.
He's essentially unresponsive. He's just kind of sitting, shivering, frozen with fear.
Okay, I'm gonna go in there and like Captain Kirk, I'm gonna grab him and slap him across the face and tell him to pull it together.
All right, so
You have the gift of your life. Get out of here while you still have it.
okay, so you start the line that forms out the door of people that are going to slap him and tell him to get his act together, like in the movie Airplane. But unfortunately, the bogeys would like to play with you. So out of the darkness flies a number of creatures from elsewhere in the house. And converge upon those of you inside.
Oh man.
And with their little fat bellies and their claws and stingers, they proceed to, while giggling, attack. So the first attacks will go on to Leroy. And let's see here. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope, got it all. All right, so with their with a little stinger, Leroy, this guy's going to try to gig you. So 12 versus your defense, which is 17, and that's not enough to hit. So that was the first little guy. The second little guy will also try to sting you. With a 15, still not good enough to hit.
Matrix dodge. Whoosh, whoosh.
All right, and then Approach of Dusk, you got a couple on you as well. So the first one
Got a Bane.
doesn't matter because they missed you anyway. And then the second one, -1, also missed. All right. Arzagal, you've got 3 on you. And the first one stings you with his little, what's that on there? I don't know if they have tails or what, but this one manages to sting you. So you must get a success on a strength challenge roll, or take 2d6 extra damage and become poisoned for 1 minute. So it should have rolled a d3 damage, but for some reason it didn't. So let me roll that real quick. 1d3. All right, so you take 2 points.
By the way, I almost forgot. I need to show you something.
Show me. All right, poison. So yeah, this is poison. So all right, so you don't need to worry about the poison then, but you do get 2 points from the stinger. So that was from the first one. The second one, let's see, that is an 18. That also hits and does a d3 damage. So you get another point of damage from the second one. The third one, wow, these guys are teeing up on Arzagal. They like you for some reason. You get another D3 damage. 1d3. Another 2 points. But luckily their poison does not affect you. And then last one is on Ekmor. And it's going to try to sting Ekmor. Succeeding with 2 points of damage. And Ekmor, please give me a strength challenge roll as the poison tries to seep into your system.
I believe I am also. Let me check something.
By the way, I almost forgot to
Oh,
also show you
actually
something,
poison.
an ability.
You forgot to do what? Sorry?
I need to show you an ability I have just to make
Show me what you got.
sure.
Ugh.
Oh, Ekmor, sadness. Your strength fails you this day.
Oh, he's weak.
All right, so Ekmor, you get to enjoy 7 points of poison as it seeps into your system, and you are poisoned for 1 minute. While poisoned in this way, you are slowed, and you grant creatures attacking you 1 boon on their attack rolls. If you're already poisoned, it takes 2d6 extra damage, so there's that. All right, Arzagal, your mark of darkness starts to show. So when you take 5 or more damage, you make attack rolls and challenge rolls with 1 boon. Awesome. So Arzagal starts getting a little bit freaky as he's taking these stinging damages, and he's starting to get a little bit nuts there. So keep an eye on that guy. All right, so that was the bogeys. I think they got, yeah, that's all of them. So let's go ahead and move them to the end. That's the end of the round. So do you all have anything that needs to take place at the end of round 1 before we move on to round 2?
No.
Going once, going twice. All right, we move on to round the 2nd. So change your fast to slow or slow to fast if you choose to do so. The bogeys are all going to start going fast this round. And looks like we got everybody going fast. So who wants to start us off?
I'll go.
Gunner, are you going to do anything that's going to blast into the room, Gunner?
No. You know what? I'll go fast and cast this. Highlight 3 closest to the door, I guess.
Okay,
These 3.
awesome. Saint Astrid's Flame. Harmless green flames envelop each target for the duration. Each target sheds light in a 1-yard radius and cannot become invisible or hidden from creatures that can see it. And creatures make attack rolls against it with 1 boon. So for those 3 creatures over here, you have a boon to attack them. Awesome. All right, who was that went Gunner?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, Gunner. Well done. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Do your thing.
Okay. I have to use an action to reload a pistol, right? After I used it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I will drop the pistol and reach for my club. Oh shit! I left it in that house. Okay, I'm gonna grab the a battle axe in my hand, and I will swing at this guy.
Okay.
And am I still frightened?
Yes. It's only been
Okay,
1 round, so you are
That's
so
1
frightened.
bane, and the battle axe gives me 1 boon, and my talent gives me a boon, and I get a boon from the flame, right? So that's 2 boons.
Sounds
Net.
good.
Okay. Oof.
Oh, 7. That's unfortunate for you. That is not good enough to hit these little buggers.
Yeah, I thought I had a pistol, so I was like trying to shoot with the battle axe.
Sure. Any excuse you want to come up with, I'm sure will fly with your comrades. All right, so that was Leroy, looks like Approach of Dusk or Arzagol's next.
Okay, if I go first.
Okay?
So as I say, oh, you little dirty ones, you want to go fight me, huh? And then I attack with my scourge. Then I hit one and try to attack. And by the way, so I get a boom from my I still have that from my flagellant. Because of my Mark of Darkness, I get another boon, but I get a beam because I'm frightened, so I get only one boon.
All right, if you say so. Look at that. Awesome roll.
All
right, which one of these fuckers were you hitting?
I was hitting the middle one.
Okay. So
Actually, no, the one closest to the boy. Closest to the boy, I'm gonna hit with his.
Okay.
And by the way, so does that crit go over his defense by at least 5?
Yes, it does.
So he's impaired.
He is about as impaired as you get because he dies.
Oh, okay.
Explodes in a shower of gore as he returns back to hell, leaving his mortal, made-up body behind. Nicely done. All right, so that was Arzagol. Approach of Dusk. Show us what you got.
I'm gonna try to punch these two. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Banes to attack 2 and see what happens.
Okay.
So that would be an 11. That's gonna miss.
Yeah, sorry.
First guy.
Sadly,
No.
11 is not sufficient to hit.
I get the second one, and that would be a
18.
18. No, that's an 18.
You
Oh,
say
yeah.
you say 13?
18.
18. 18 is more than sufficient to hit.
And it hits him for 12.
All right. So how are you hitting this guy? With your fist?
But yeah, I'm a monk, so unarmed strikes.
All right.
Bring one
So
at the guy below me, and then I pop the other guy.
all right. Fist punches right through this little cherub creature's chest, and as it does, it explodes around your arm, and you return it to hell. Which one was it? This one? Or
Other one above me.
The one above you. That one. Okay.
I attacked one with St. Astrid's Flame because the odds were better on my side.
There you go.
Well, all 3 of those on that side had the Bastard's Flame.
Yeah.
You should have a boon against them.
I missed the other one.
All right. So that was Approach of Dusk. We're now back down to the bogeys' turns as they go on the fast turn. And their little stingers are anxious to prick you guys again, and those of you that they missed before. So on Leroy, the first one goes at you with a 17. And any boons or banes for them to hit you?
Were they attacking?
They are attacking you, Leroy.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Okay. 1d3 damage. And save versus strength. Or give me a strength challenge roll, I should say, as I get my same game systems right. All right, you take 1 point of stinging damage, and then you take 9 points of poison damage. You are poisoned for 1 minute, and mark your character sheet as the poisoned affliction. As this hellish poison starts flowing through your system.
We're also slowed, correct? That's why I had to downshift my initiative.
That's right. You are slowed as well.
Oh God.
Let me
that's
just throw this
brutal.
up there. Yeah, it's in the description there. Okay, so that was who was that? That was Leroy. Approach of Dusk. You got two of them on you. So the first one
Yeah.
gets you with a 14. It misses you with a 14. The second one misses you with a 10. And then we got 3 on Arzagol. So the first one, or 2 on Arzagol, sorry. The first one on Arsegal, that is a 19, which is sufficient to get to penetrate. And you get to enjoy 2 points of stinger damage as you ignore the poison. And then the second Devilkin misses you. And then Ekmor, another stinger coming your way with a 23.
That's a hit.
Yeah, it is. And you get to enjoy another 3 points of stinger damage. You're already poisoned, correct?
Yep.
So you get to enjoy 8 points of poison damage. All right. That is it for the bogeys for this round. Now we go to the slow turns. Ekmor, you're up.
Thing about slowed is have to take a slow. Speed is have. Cannot benefit from bonuses of speed. Yeah, I'm still getting the hell out of here. So first I'm going to cast a spell. And then I'm going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. So a bunch of illusory duplicates spring into space around me, floating around, and then I move out of there.
Nice. You'll have to remind me. But that was Ekmor's. Well, that was your action. Are you going to move or are you going to stay put?
No, I'm moving on. I have to take a slow because I've been slowed, but it says it only cuts your move in half, so I'm still moving out of it.
Gotcha. All right.
Actually,
That's right.
Maybe
I see
I'll
you.
stand here so I can get a line of sight if I want to cast a spell on it.
Okay, so does the spell prevent them from taking a free attack? It does, doesn't it?
I
Duplicate
don't
movement?
think no, but if they roll, hopefully it will hit a duplicate, but they can still take it.
Well, there's only one guy on you, so he's gonna take a free attack for the shits and grins. And all right, so it looks like he hits one of you. He gets it has to be randomized, right? So
No, it says I think he hit me. If he rolled
Roll
a
a D20.
17 or higher, he hits.
oh, I see. All right, so yeah, he rolled a 20, so that would be a hit on you.
We're gonna get to use the death rules.
All right, so your parting gift is 3 points of stinger damage.
Yeah, but you get 2d6 because I'm already poisoned.
He
So it
takes how
says
much?
when a creature gets a success on you, then you roll a d20 to see if it hits you or the duplicates.
Ah,
I roll it. Gotcha.
all right. Well, it rolled an 11.
Oh,
So it hits duplicate number 2.
yeah. Okay, I got it.
You lucky bastard. So take the 3 off, and one of your duplicates disappears. As you run out the door like a coward. All right, so let's see here. That was Ekmor's slow turn. We are at the end of the second round. And any end of round maintenance we need to do before we move on to round the third. Silence is golden, so we move on to round the third. Change your fast or slow, or slow to fast as appropriate. The bogeys are happy going fast, so they will stay that way. And we start off with the fast turns. Who wants to go first?
I guess I go first just to.
Yes.
By the way, do any of the bogies have any affliction? Just of curiosity.
Do they have afflictions?
Yes. Are they affected by an affliction? That's what I'm asking. Because one of my abilities gives me an abuna and attack on any creature with an affliction.
They are affected by some afflictions, yes. You can probably assume that they are not affected by poison because they deal it out.
I mean, are they affected right now? Are they like stunned? Anything? No.
There's nothing that you've seen that suggests that they would not be affected by it. So, yeah,
are they,
you're thinking, yeah.
So they have.
They're none of them are under any. Then none of them are suffering from an affliction right now. No.
Okay, good to know. Thanks for the info. Now it's time. I'm just going to. Well, because I still have the whip on me and I'm still frightened, so I will just attack regularly with my scourge. One of those, the metal one now.
Sure. All right, you missed it by that much.
Actually, no, it's a +2. Sorry, I don't know why, but it didn't add my strength modifier.
Oh, well, that's probably one of the bugs of the sheet. So 16 does hit.
3 damage for some.
How much? 3? All
Actually,
right.
wait, no, actually it's +2, so 5 damage to this guy, metal.
What's the +2 from?
Oh, it's from the whip scourge. It also adds my will modifier to the damage.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure you're not adding your strength modifier to damage because that's not a thing.
Andre, on your sheet, toggle the strength off to something else and then back. If you never change
The thing is, it's a temporary ability. That's why this didn't add it.
it for your strength,
No, it's I don't know why, but it always doesn't never
because
work.
there's a bug in the character sheet. If you toggle off the strength and make it agility, and then toggle back to strength,
back
you
on.
could do it.
Yeah, that'll
Okay,
probably
never
work.
mind. Okay, never mind. Let's just say I have mentioned that it's +2.
Okay. That's cool. You hit him and you did 3 damage
5
and another 2
5
damage.
Actually, 5 damage. Another 2 from the whip. Still.
Got
Okay.
it. All right, 5 damage total. So that is not enough to kill it. So it is still fluttering there, giggling at you. And who was that? That was Arzigal's turn. All right, so we move on. And
So wait, so the middle one is still alive?
yes.
Okay, good to know.
Okay, so let's see. Gunner, Approach of Dusk, and Arzigal have gone, correct?
Or the dusk is not gone yet this round.
Okay, Approach of Dusk. You go.
I've not gone.
And Joe has not gone?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. My turn order's out of order. All right, so who wants to go next? Approach or Gunner?
I'm gonna attack the one who's going. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna attack the one that has the St. Ashford's flame on it, and I'm going to attempt an unbalancing attack to knock him prone if I hit.
All right, sounds good.
That would actually be a 20. I would have another boon. That doesn't really matter unless it's a 6. Is it being well, all right, so that's a 21, and I hit him for 10.
That's a hit.
But it's also, if that's 5 over, he's stunned.
It is 5 over. So which one is
This guy right
this guy
here.
right there?
Yep.
Okay.
Is he dead?
If he survived 10 points of damage.
He does not survive 10 points of damage, so he's permanently stunned.
Sorry, Azrael. Tried to get somebody a condition for you, but
All right, so that was Dusk. And so that leaves us Gunner.
This guy right here, next to character is that
Leroy.
closest to the door.
Leroy.
Okay?
So this creature
Yeah, got it.
takes 13.
All right, he likewise explodes in a shower of gore and disappears from this earth. Nicely done. You still have 4 of these little bastards floating around, and it is now their turn to show you their appreciation of your dispatching of their brethren. One of them will go after Dusk with that is a significant strike, dealing
21 is good.
1 point of stinger damage. Give me a strength challenge roll to avoid taking additional poison damage. And you successfully do so. All right, so 3 more on Arzagal. The first one. All right, Arzagal, this one hits you with its stinger, and you get to enjoy another 3 points of stinging damage. The second one also hits you with a stinger.
And I'll use my triggered action to heal myself for equal to my healing rate. Use my.
Do what you need to do.
I'll just show you the ability just to make catch your breath.
Okay,
Yes, use
yeah,
it on you.
yeah, I'm familiar with that. So do your thing. Give yourself your healing rate. As the second stinger buries itself into you, and you get to enjoy another 3 damage.
Ouch.
And then the third.
Give me a second, so I heal for 7.
Nice. Just in time for it to go away when the third one hits you
Mhm.
for another 1 damage. It's like death from 1,000 stings as the bogies are digging the stinging of Arzagal. All right, that's it for the bogies. We have 2 more to go before the round ends. So who wants to start us off, Ekmore or Leroy?
I think I still get it. Oh, we're on slow now?
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to go ahead.
Okay. I will. I'm slow, so I can. Okay, I can just move 1 yard, and I'll attack this one. I'm still frightened.
Yes.
Okay.
1 minute.
Am I just still frightened because like I'm just in the vicinity of these guys, or you said 1 minute, like time.
Yeah,
limit?
you're frightened for 1 minute.
Okay. Then I will.
Was it from insanity? Because then it would be equal to his new insanity total.
Well, the attack said that it would. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on a second.
What you're saying,
Back up.
sorry.
Rewind. Forget what the idiot just said. The poison lasts for 1 minute. Your frightened condition lasts for however many rounds you of your insanity score. So what's your insanity score?
I believe it was 1, right?
Okay, so it should have ended last round. So this round you are not frightened. My bad. Sorry.
I will take off frightened, and then I will. Oh yeah, I have a question. This berserk thing, is that an action, or is that just something I choose to do?
It's only an action if it says it's an action. So if it doesn't specify that it's an action, then it just happens.
Oh, okay.
Oh, take that.
I'm just gonna not do it then.
Okay.
I'll use my battle axe to attack. It comes with 1 boon, but I'm still poisoned, so that's 1 bane. And then my talent gives an extra boon, so that's 1 boon total. And I'll attack with that.
Sounds good. Make it happen.
14.
All right. You missed it by that much.
I'll do better, guys. I swear.
Let's hope we have a chance.
All right. Any more slow turns left?
So, what about
Yeah.
Encore?
I'm going to. I'll try to target the one that did me dirty with an acidic glob.
The one that did you dirty.
These guys probably got a decent agility, so the chance of this hitting are probably pretty slim. But it's the thought that counts. No.
Ah, you hit it.
How you like that? Take 8 acid damage.
All right. So that's enough to remove it from this mortal coil. So it disintegrates into a pile of sludge and is no longer a bother to you or Arzagal. All right, nice. So that's the end of the round for round the third. Any end of round maintenance that needs to take place, do it now. Otherwise, forever hold your peace, or at least until next round. And we start round the 4th. We got 3 of these little buggers left, so let's see how you guys dispatch them. In fact, I lost my marker for my guys, so let me put them back in there. Still going fast. All right, so if you're happy with your turn order decision, we'll start with the fast turns. Who wants to go first?
I have to go slow if I'm slowed, right? A slow turn if I'm slowed.
I
That's
believe
correct,
so,
yeah.
yeah.
You can't take a fast turn.
Okay.
And your movement rate is half, just so you know. If you hover over those afflictions on your character sheet, it'll tell you exactly what they do. even if you don't click them.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go again and attack them with my flail. And I'm also going to use my. As I attack them, I'm gonna use flagellate.
Of course you are.
Let me see what the new penalty is. 1.
Not so bad.
Yeah, that'll be the best outcome. Now I'm going to attack them with my. Okay, the injured one, I'm gonna attack.
Okay. Yeah, he's barely hanging on. He's fluttering there with one wing, one gammy wing, and he's hardly.
Yes, I hit him.
That's it. You managed to kill it.
Yep.
It disappears in a puff of smoke as it goes back to hell.
Mm-hmm.
All right, nicely done, Arzagul. Who's next?
Approach of Dusk will attack the one to his right there.
Okay.
Unarmed strike. So 24 for 4 if he's still around, and that's 5 over. He's stunned.
All right, so how much damage total?
4.
4. Yeah, he's still around. So he is now counting the birds fluttering, or the little devils fluttering around his head as he is stunned.
So that he's stunned till the end of the next round.
All right, you stunned him. And we move on. Gunner, you're up.
Okay, and then I can make an attack roll against the other one, as long as they're within short range of each other.
Yep.
Guess that one misses, but
Well, you get a boon on the second one because he's stunned. Actually, that doesn't matter. It wouldn't be enough to hit him anyway. But the first one explodes in a shower of gore because 6 damage is enough to dispatch it from the mortal coil. But the lightning kind of arcs off, and it's attracted by something else in the room and doesn't quite make it to the second target. Nice try, but you did get rid of one of them. The one that's left is stunned, so he's just fluttering there like an idiot. So we go to the slow turns, and we've got Leroy and Ekmore. So who wants to start us off?
You want to take a swing, Leroy?
I'm a swing. I'm a maneuver over here and take a swing.
All right.
That is. I'm still poisoned, right?
Yes.
How long is a 1 minute?
6 rounds.
6 round. Okay, I will take it with 1 net boon from poisoned and talons.
You also get a boon because he's stunned.
Oh, okay. Then 2 boons.
2 boons.
Come on, boon. Oh, come on.
All
Leroy,
right.
go back and pick up your damn club. This
No,
battle
man,
axe is gonna work.
no. I'll get it next time. Third time's the charm.
Even stunned, he's sitting there giggling at you. You idiot. All right, so that was Leroy. Ekmore, it's up to you, man.
Jeez.
I'll run in and paint a target on him for you.
Well, I think that hits. Take 4 damage from acid.
Yes, that is enough to do him in. So it melts into a puddle of goo.
Uh,
All right, nicely done. You don't hear any more fluttering or giggling inside the house, so you are free to explore at will.
Actually, I would like to burn. I think spell recovery. 'Cause I think my health is just right in the shitter right now.
Do what you got to
Right,
do.
Did I give you Seed of Life?
You did, and it stopped me from hitting the dirt. But
Quick question: what does Seed of Life do? Is it like
Well, when
temporary hit
when
points?
you go to half your health, you're supposed to heal your healing rate.
It's when two people love each other and they want to spend. Oh, never mind.
oh, okay, I should have got my
Okay,
healing
wait. So
rate.
did I get that boon also?
Seed of life. So I would have got. You get your healing rate upon hitting injured.
Yes, and your
Okay.
healing rate is your new healing rate, not your old one,
Oh wow!
because
Okay.
I gave you 6.
That's a great spell.
I want to use shared recovery, which lets me heal my healing rate, and I can share it with somebody else. So if anybody needs 7 health,
Actually, I do need 7 health.
all right.
Yeah.
Ping your location on the map. I'll just come right over to you. Oh, you're right there. Okay, I'm gonna use it. So that's 7 healing rate.
Okay. Okay, thank you. That's okay. Thanks.
So want to use that.
Okay, that's thank you.
Yep.
Let's explore.
Rest of this room.
Yeah, let's explore.
I'm still gonna use spell recovery.
All right. Any other self-healing or anything else you want to accomplish before we move on? Okay, so as you guys are healing each other, I assume somebody explores the rest of the house. You find more mutilated bodies. I'm not going to have you roll for more insanity because it's more of the same. People killed in grotesque ways. And so the rest of the house is basically just a display of cruelty from the Devilkin. But you can move on from here. Where would you like to go next?
Jogging down to the next cottage.
All right, you pass 3 children in the road that appear to have been killed in a brutal
Would you guys
manner.
mind if can we just stop and just rest here for just a second? I want to mix up a little concoction. Is that okay with everyone?
So what do you
yeah.
mean? Like, you wanna take a rest here?
No, I just need
No,
like a
not a
couple
rest.
minutes. I just need a couple minutes to mix some stuff together real fast.
Okay, go ahead.
I pull out an alchemy kit. I set it out on the table there, and I start mixing some stuff. And I start filling 3 bottles with a caustic kind of smelly substance, and I also pull out a dart and stick some goop on the end of it, and then put my stuff away and say, let's head out.
Okay. I will pick up my pistol on the way out and see that the house is too far away to get my club, so I'm gonna just head down.
You have a battle axe, right?
All right. So you head on down to the next cottage, and the door is unlocked. Does anybody want to peek in the room, or you want to just go on in?
And
I'll take a peek.
All right. So you look in the room, and there is a body laying in the center of the room. As you open the door, you can see that the room, it's a very simple cottage. Basically just a hay bed and a little table with a couple of stools. Extremely simple, and what you would expect from a simple druid to live in. And in fact, you find the body of Arcanon laying on the floor, dead. Apparently, he looks like it looks like he actually took his own life. It looks like he took measures to bleed himself out, and his eyes are open, and looks like he just accepted whatever fate his actions would bring to him. So he is dead.
What do you see?
Step aside, take a look.
I peek in and I'm like, oh
Looks
damn.
like someone looks like our little druid friend off himself.
What? That doesn't look like him. I'm gonna go inside and turn him over.
Yeah, I will also come.
Yep, you go in and you turn him over, and it is actually him. He's got a knife in one hand that he used to open his arms up, and so he bled out on the floor of his cottage. But he is fully clothed, and he has a satchel that's still draped about his shoulders, that it's kind of laying off to the side of him. Kind of the flap is kind of half open. So he's got a dagger, which is kind of bloody at the moment. He also has a pouch that contains 5 gold, and he has whatever's in his pouch or satchel.
I suggest we
That's-
first go. I suggest we just take some gold and spread it between the whole 5 of us.
Okay.
I'm not interested.
Oh,
Dusk is
very,
gonna
very
look
interested.
for his holy symbol. Or his implement.
He has a staff that is leaning up against the wall that he used as his implement. But he also has a symbol of the Summer Queen that that's dangling from his belt that he used to grab onto when he was doing his prayers.
I'm gonna take that and see if that can protect us from his vines. Or piss them off, either way.
Okay. Yeah, you grab that right off his belt, no problem.
I'll search his pouch, his satchel.
Okay. You look through his satchel and you find a number of items that you might expect to find in a druid's satchel. Some mistletoe, a number of other herbs, and various things that he felt were important to his work. But mainly, you find a scroll that has been rolled up and tied with a ribbon.
I show it to the party. Guys, I found this.
I can read. Can I read it?
We should be. Anybody who has magic ability should be able to read it.
You're assuming it's an incantation. It might just be
Yeah, if
Right.
it's just words, you might.
might be something to tell us how to get rid of the vines or where he
Yeah,
buried the
right.
bodies.
cannot get into
Who's going
that.
to take a look at it?
I will try to read it. I mean, not out loud, but
Okay. So, what's your power score?
2.
Okay. The words make sense to you, and you can read them clearly as the title indicates it is a rite of unearthing.
Oh, convenient. Would I be correct in assuming that would unearth a body from a dirty hole?
That would be a safe assumption. I mean, not really sure what else unearthing could mean to a druid, but you're guessing that he probably used a rite to to protect the the body, and if there's a way to protect it, there's a way to unprotect it. So that's probably what this. It's safe to say that's probably what this is.
I explained to my group that I believe this can get the warlock's body out of that hole without any blowback upon us.
I asked, so we don't need my shovel? A little sad.
We still need your shovel, maybe.
Oh,
I
thank
don't
God.
know.
Okay.
You
You
should
were
be
clearly
spinning that thing.
destined for this.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do in this tiny sad cabin?
I collect my gold. It's like this guy does not make looting look very appealing.
Yeah, he lives kind of a sad, lonely life, or he did.
Should we go try to unearth the body?
Let us go.
Do it.
As we exit, how's the dog looking? Is he
Still
he doing?
pacing, right?
He's still pacing. In fact, he's approaching you as you guys leave the house, and this is as close as he's gotten to you as since you entered town. So you kind of watch him warily, almost ready to duck back in the house if you have to, but it just continues walking right on past you as if you guys were inconsequential.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait to let it pass.
All right, it goes on by.
Set to the dirt.
I can't escape this door.
We're trapped.
Oh, the darn dynamic lighting again. Hold on. There we go. You are free.
Stuck in the window.
Hallelujah.
All right. So you head towards the shrine of the Old Faith in the center of town, and as you go, you approach the mound. The vines that are on the main monolith there start to wriggle again, almost in anticipation of tampering. And so, what would you like to do?
Do you want me to read this, or would someone
Do we
else?
know? Do we know what level this is?
Anybody with a power 1 or greater can read the rite.
I can barely read my own language, guys. Come on.
I guess I will start reading it and say, "Get ready with that shovel."
Oh, I it's ready.
And somebody keep an eye on that.
Vine.
No, that
No, the
wolf thing.
August.
I'll keep an eye on him.
Okay, maybe draw a bead on him or something. I read it.
Okay.
Tear ass in here when that warlock comes up.
Okay, so you start to read the rite, and it's not complicated, but it's long. So you're reading, and it's basically giving thanks to all the gods of the Old Faith and for their protections and so on and so forth. Basically, relieving them of the need to further protect the body that was interred, and yada yada yada. So you guys are sitting there as the earth starts to rumble, and the vines that are on the monolith, they start to kind of flail around a little bit. They're not attacking you or anything, but they just kind of start to flail on their own. And the rumbling grows greater in the center of the dirt mound as something starts to cause the earth to kind of spit dirt upwards. And then suddenly a box emerges from the ground. And
A little dejected.
basically juts out of the earth forcefully. And give me a moment while I stick the box out there.
before that guy has a chance to get out of there, we should grab that box and drag it out of the range of the shrine.
All right. So here's what happens. Who's reading it? Ekmore?
Correct.
All right, Ekmore, you're reading the right. The earth is rumbling. The box kind of juts out of the earth, and as soon as it does, the Barghest over here suddenly turns its attention toward you and starts howling. This distant and terrible howl, and from the box, a mist emerges and not really solidifies, but kind of manifests into a red-eyed, shadowy creature. That is the spirit of the warlock that was interred. And it basically leers at all of you with intense hatred for the unearthing of its body, and begins to attack immediately with its.
Well, the Barghest, but can I ask a question? Does the Barghest gonna be in this initiative?
The Barghest does not appear to be entering the glade, so it's just turned its attention with great interest, but it doesn't appear to be approaching closer.
I point. I'm like, he's the one that summoned you out of the earth.
Nice. Way to throw him under the bus. All right, so this thing is a wraith, nasty creatures, and it is going to attack on a slow turn. So get your attack preference up on the turn order.
Is it scary?
Oh, it is more than scary. It is horrifying, I believe. Yes, it is a horrifying spirit. So horrifying is a horse of another color. So a creature that does not have the horrifying trait must make a will challenge roll when it first sees a horrifying creature. On a failure, the creature gains 1 insanity, or, well, if you're, we're going to assume that any of you that were frightened are no longer frightened, because that should have only lasted about a round or two. Let's see here. So yeah, give me a will challenge roll to see if you are affected by the creature's horrifying trait. Wow.
Too scary.
Oh yeah, there's a few with vigilant. You
I'm the
nice,
only one.
nice down there.
Yeah, I completely failed. So I take 1 insanity.
I think we should move outside of the protection of the glade. If he
Yeah.
follows, I think the Barghest will do our job for us.
That's true.
Okay.
Run!
Okay, so you can definitely do that on your turn, but you have to wait till your turn. All right, so we have a couple of fast turns, a slow turn, and an undetermined. So approach of dusk. What would you like? What turn would you like to go on?
Definitely fast.
All right, there you go. So who wants to go first?
Doesn't matter because I'm moving it beyond the glade. Following my own advice.
Okay.
I too will run this way. Behind a dog.
Behind the dog. Okay.
Got him. Area.
So that was approach. That was
I'm done.
Leroy. Looks like Gunner. And what about Arzig? Okay, so that was all the fast turns. Gotcha. Now the slow turn. So Ekmore and Arzigal.
Oh,
How
we
much?
can go.
So how much is a dash action required?
Dash action allows you to move twice your speed.
Okay, so I am going to dash.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to. Okay, I already dashed.
All right. And that leaves Ekmor.
I am going to cast a spell upon myself. And I will move.
All right, Ekmor goes invisible.
Done.
Okay, nice. All right, so Ekmor goes invisible, and the Wraith emerges from the
Right before I
chest.
do, I say, good luck, everybody.
The Wraith emerges from the chest and looks around and goes for the closest target it can find, which is Approach of Dusk. So it floats over here and reaches out with its shadow blade, swinging in your general direction. With a 19 on its attack roll versus your 17 defense, means it hits you for 10 damage. And lasting harm, a living target takes cumulative penalty to health equal to the damage taken from the attack. So not only do you take 10 damage, but your health goes down by 10. If you are incapacitated by an attack the Wraith makes, in other words, if your health goes down to 0, you become a Wraith. So that is fair warning for you as you start your approach towards Undeadhood. That was the Wraith's turn. However, let me see. It can use a triggered action to move. It doesn't really want to move up to its speed. And I think we're good. All right, so the Wraith is done. So we're now at the end of the round. Any end of round activity needs to take place before we move on to round 2. Going once. Going twice. All right, round 2. Go fast or slow. Mark it up on your turn order. And let me know who wants to go first. Oh, by the way, when you're deciding on whether you want to go fast or slow, at the end of the round, the Barghest is scratching at the earth, and its mouth is basically just foaming in anticipation. It seems to try to go forward, but as it goes forward, it's pushed backwards, so it cannot enter the area where the box is, apparently.
Gotta bring him out to the road. Good job, Gunner.
Right onto the path.
That doesn't really help me that much.
All right, we got fast and slow turns up.
I was trying to move to the box area, but I can't get inside.
It can't get to it. All right, who wants to go first on the fast turns?
I will go first.
All right,
And shoot the Wraith with my gun.
do it.
I'll take a solo action.
See, so I'm frightened, so that's 1 Bane, and I have 1 boon with the gun, and 1 boon with my talent, so 1 boon total. 12.
All right, 12 is insufficient to hit the Wraith's form.
Okay, I drop my gun in anger with my minor action, and I end my turn.
All right, tantrum noted, and that leaves us with Approach of Dusk.
I am going to use the attack that's a shifting attack, I think, so I can try and run the next round without provoking.
Okay,
Re-attack. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use guarded instead. I'll take the boon if I hit.
Okay.
To get the boon anyway, but I'll try and hit this guy. That would be a 22.
That hits. And exceeds by 5.
Nice.
Well, if he can be stunned, he's stunned. But I don't know if he can be if he's able.
Might not be able to.
He probably takes half damage.
Yeah, it takes half damage from that attack. How much was it?
12.
Oh,
12? All right. So your fist basically goes through its immaterial form, and a little bit of its substance kind of detaches and dissipates, but it is still pretty black and shadowy there hovering in front of you, and it is not affected by the stunning effect of your attack. And that was Approach of Dusk. So that was fast turns. We move on to slow turns.
Can I take a fast
So the
because
Vargas is trying to get inside that box but can't get in. Is that
can I take a fast because I was frightened, but I only had 1 insanity, so it only lasted that first round.
Sure.
So that's off. I'm invisible. I cast a spell, and all of a sudden, I don't know where I should put that. Maybe right here. A Approach of Dusk. You didn't move. Oh. Right next to the wraith. Right. Let's put him right here. A duplicate of Ekmor appears, and he looks sort of shocked and surprised.
Okay.
Just so you guys know, that's an illusion.
Nice. All right. Well done, Ekmor. You got a nice decoy set up there. All right. Slow turns. Gunner or Arzagal? Who wants to go?
So from what I see, the Vargas is trying to get inside that tomb, but it cannot get inside. Is that correct?
no,
It's
he's
not
trying
that
to
it.
get to the wraith.
It's not that it can't get inside the box. It can't get to the box.
We either have to drag the box out of that area, or maybe open the box and throw the remains somewhere where the Vargas could get to it. I think. I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to dash to that area. I'm going to dash to that area.
Okay.
That's it for my turn.
Well,
I'm
you're
gonna
going.
move
You're
and
going
dash.
fast, or you went slow, so you can move and then you have an action.
Move and dash.
Yeah, but you get minor interact too. You can try to open it or grab it.
Yeah, okay, I'll try to open the box.
Okay. You open the box, and there is a body there. The body of the warlock, as you remember him from when you originally encountered him. Wounds that you dealt him are still intact.
Does he
And
have like any pennants or something, like any equipment?
I'm sorry. Say again.
Does he have like something like any jewelry or something?
You gonna search him?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can do that next round because you've used up all of your actions for this round. But keep that in mind. So that was Arzagal's turn, and Gunner. Versus strength, the creature doesn't have a strength score, so you're attacking the wraith, right?
Yeah. Does that mean
Really doesn't
not
do
allowed
anything,
to
then.
be attacked
Okay.
by it?
It's automatically success because it doesn't have a strength score. So what do? On a success, target takes 2d6 plus 3. Okay, so it takes 10 damage.
If it doesn't have a strength score, it can't be affected by this. spell, I
Yeah, if
don't
it doesn't
believe.
have a strength.
Oh
it
yeah,
doesn't
this
even
is
work.
you're right. It doesn't have a body to affect like that. You know what? I think you would know that. So you want to redo that attack?
I also think there's a possibility the wraith could be stunned.
There you go. All right. So I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I said I think there's a possibility the wraith could be stunned.
Let me see.
As dumb as that sounds, because it seems to ring in my head that I thought that was a little silly at times.
It's yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just not buying that. I'm going to say that it's not it's not capable of being stunned.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. So fork lightning instead. That sounds better versus agility. Unfortunately, it darts aside as your lightning fires out from you, and you miss it. All right. And now you're going for the sanctuary. All right. So who are you hiding?
Myself.
Not your decoy.
Approach of Dusk yells out, "Those of you that are invisible, you might want to drag that corpse out here."
Okay. That was Gunner's turn. All right, so we go to Wraith. The Wraith's turn. So we've got a decoy and we've got Approach of Dusk. Just not to be a total asshole, I'm going to randomize it. So on a 1 to 3, he goes for Approach of Dusk. On a 4 to 6, it goes for the decoy. All right, so on a 4 to 6, it goes for the decoy, and it swings, connecting with nothing as your decoy disappears. Yes.
Let me creature force cannot see illusion, dangerous force such fire. I don't know about that. Moves and behaves in a lifelike manner and uses your intellect score for attributes, defense, and health. So that thing actually has 14 health.
Oh, it has health. All
it
right.
has health, and it can actually deal damage too, although it's kind of illusory
If he
in your
believes it.
mind.
Well, in that case, I guess I better make a normal attack then.
Go. Yeah, well, if it's against that might. Yeah, it's defense too. So it's got everything's a 14. It's got a defense 14, health 14. It ignores afflictions and disappears if it becomes incapacitated, which ends the effect duration.
Gotcha. Good to know. Good to know. All right, so it takes 20. Gets hit by 20, and it takes 4 damage. And I don't know if the lasting harm would do anything to it, but
it looks like it did some harm to it.
All right. So
And
as far as the
screams
Wraith
out.
is concerned, it's a thing.
Right.
Gotcha. All right.
It's going to attack you.
All right. Well, at least it diverted an attack away from Approach of Dusk, so it did its job. All right. Round the next. Fast or slow turns, change it up as you see fit. The Wraith is still the Wraith is going to go on a fast turn this time. All right, so whoever is in the fast turns, who would like to start us?
I think I'm gonna.
Oh wait, I actually want to go slow.
Why don't? Yeah, I was gonna say, who's going for that body? Because I can go for that body if you guys want. Otherwise,
The body idea, right now.
you're gonna
I'm
take care
gonna
of the
go
body. Then I'm gonna keep casting spells in defense, and I'll take a
Okay,
fast.
I'm gonna go for. That's why I'm gonna go for slow.
Okay.
All right, so we got Approach of Dusk and Ekmor. Who'd like to go first?
If you want to go ahead, approach.
Yeah, I might as well just prolong the inevitable at this point. 21.
Yeah, that's a hit.
For 11.
All right.
5 more.
Oh, nice.
All right, a little bit more of its form dissipates, but it's still floating in front of you. That was
That's a guarded attack, so he's got a bane against me on his next swing.
Remind me.
Yes.
All right, Ekmor, your turn.
First, that illusion will attack. Make an intellect attack against it. This is an intellect attack roll against its perception.
Okay.
So, my intellect. Oh!
Wow. Okay, that's a hit.
Finally. kicking some ass. Okay, it takes 2d6 damage, and it takes an extra 2d6 because it's up to 20 plus. But I mean, it probably is insubstantial. So this is the total damage.
All right, is that it? 12?
That's it. 12 damage, and then what do I want to do for it? I will. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to throw a bottle at it.
Okay.
Just let's see. Success on agility attack roll against your agility.
All right, let's see it.
Do I get boons for being invisible? I think I get 2.
Sure.
I think you get 1. Not that you need it.
28. So that is a fire bottle. It does an explosion D6. So I don't know if this affects it at all, but here's hoping.
All right, so this is a firebomb, basically.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The fire explodes around or on this creature. Doesn't seem to be concerned about it.
Okay, well, that's me. I tried.
He's like, oh, that tickles.
Nicely done. All right, so it's the race turn again, and once again, I'm going to randomize between Dusk and Decoy. So 1 to 3 is Dusk. Decoy gets the rest. Dusk, you get it this time. And he's going to swing at you with his Shadow Blade. And he connects, dealing another 8 damage to both your damage and your health. Moving on to the slow turns. Who wants to go?
I want to go first, actually.
Okay.
I grab the body and then I move to where the bar guest is.
John, you had Seed of Life, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna matter though, because I'm gonna get hit, and then I'm gonna heal 4, so I'll have 15. But I'm gonna be dead.
Yeah. I move right.
Because I'm gonna lose Seed of Life.
I move here with the body idea and just to toss the body back at the bar guest.
Okay. So, summoning all your strength, you drag this heavy-ass box across the glen there, over to the Barghest, and the Barghest is like scratching at the box, but as its claws hit the box, the claws connect with something unseen, and it's deflected off of the box, and the Barghest is just like going back and forth like a frustrated dog, trying to get to something that it can't quite reach.
Gotta keep moving it out.
So that was Arzagal's turn.
So help me find what's inside the box.
It's probably impaired by iron.
Something about the box or the contents of the box is preventing the Barghest from getting to it.
Hey, orc. Hey, what's your orc soldier's name?
Leroy.
Pardon? Leroy. Okay, Leroy. Help me find
Last name,
help me find what is inside that box for the Barghest.
Hey, I got you. All right, I'll take my slow turn.
Okay.
All right, I move over to the box and lift it open,
Okay.
and the body's inside, right?
Yeah, the body's inside.
All right, let's get the body out of here. Can we like push the box over and have the body fall out?
Absolutely. Push the box over, the body falls out, the Barghest tries to get to it, and it's still repulsed.
Move it
Something's
into
wrong
the
here. All right. I think I used up my action.
So, yeah, somebody as an action can search that body, maybe.
All right,
Well, that's my turn.
Gunner's turn.
All right. Use my last sling spell. Cast that. I move up to here. And attack.
All right, 15 versus defense is unfortunately not good enough to hit.
I have an extra boon.
You need it. Roll it. Actually, you don't need to roll it. If you have a boon, the +1 is all you need to hit its defense. So that should be sufficient. Go ahead and let's see. It does 7 damage, and I'm not going to read all that. So can you summarize for me?
As an extra 2d6 plus 2 against fairies, spirits, undead, devils, and demons.
All right, roll it.
Then add 2 to that.
All right, 9 more.
9 more.
Nice. All right, big chunks of its immaterial form are ripped away from it and dissipate, making it diminished, but still it floats there in a threatening manner, getting ready to feast on approach of dusk's final sparks of life. That was Gunner's turn, and that's the end of the round. So any end of round actions that need to take place, or not actions, but maintenance that needs to take place, do it now. Before we start the next round, change your action to fast or slow, or your turn to fast or slow. All right, let's rock and roll. Who is going to start us off the fast turns?
Can I start, please? Because I want to just help. I'm gonna try to stumble the body, try to find the body for items.
Why don't you put it in the street?
Oh,
When they
wait. Wait, didn't you already pose into the street?
Yeah, the body's on the street, or it's on the ground anyway. The bar guest is like standing right on the body, but cannot get to the body, cannot touch the body. Something on the body is repulsing it.
Okay, I searched the body, dear.
I'm sorry, you're going to search the body? Is that what you said?
Yes, I'm gonna search the body to try to find what is repulsing him.
Excellent. So as you, the first thing you do is rip open his tunic, and you immediately find what you were looking for. Embedded in his chest is this black stone, and the black stone is like giving off this eerie iridescence. And the Bargus kind of shies away as soon as the stone is revealed, as that is clearly what is repulsing the Bargus from the body.
Okay, I smash it.
All right, you use your action, so somebody else is going to have to do the coup de grace on that one.
Oh, then can I take a fast turn instead?
Absolutely.
Okay, I want to see if I can grab the stone out of him and chuck it somewhere far away.
All right.
No.
What? I mean,
Break it.
Okay, I reach for my battle axe and then I slam it down onto the chest where the stone is.
Excellent. Give me an attack roll, please.
Come on, battle axe. With one total boon, with all this stuff.
Well, we can consider this guy to be prone, so you can have another boon for that.
Okay.
All right, so that's a hit.
Oh, thank God.
You smack your battle axe down onto the black stone that is embedded in this creature's chest, and it cracks the stone, but the stone is still giving off this weird radiance. So looks like it is, and the Bargus is still unable to get to the body. So who was that? Joe? That just went? No, that was
Leroy.
Leroy. Where are you, Leroy? There you are. All right. So we still have a gunner and approach of dusk. Oh wait, approach of dusk. You got an I there. What does that mean?
Incapacitated. He's
Ruh-roh.
incapacitated.
Ruh-roh. You know what that means? Not that. Not that either. Hold on.
If you're
There's
incapacitated,
I'm not incapacitated because of the harm. I'm incapacitated because of damage. I still have 3 health.
Ah, okay, good. All right, you're still salvageable. All right, so you are incapacitated. We can move you on down the order here. You do need to make a fate roll.
Yep.
But you can do that at the end of the round. So let's see here. Where the fuck am I? Gunner, have you gone yet?
No.
Go.
I'm planning on going over to. Wow, nice.
That's a hit.
And that's an extra D6 plus 2. That's a total of 20.
Nice. All right.
Wow.
Big chunks of wraith are dissipated from its form, and it's almost wiped from this existence or from this plane. But it is still, there's still a sliver of wraith that its hatred is not letting go of this place. So one more attack is going to have to be made on it before it is gone. And it's its turn. So it is going to choose a target. Target-rich environment here. So let's see. 1 to 2 is Approach of Dusk. 3 to 4 will be Joe or Gunner. And then 5 or 6 will be the fake dude.
Illusion.
He's gonna come after Approach of Dusk, even though he's incapacitated.
Approach of Dusk. he senses your closeness to undeath, and so he goes at you with its shadow blade to finish you off. And finish you off it does, as it buries its shadow blade into your
In a big way.
your elven form.
You fuckers better run, because I'm gonna go out.
So you shudder as your soul dies with your body. And that's the Wraith's turn. Now for the slow turn. Ekmor, what are you going to do?
Well, I'm not healing you anymore. Well, first my my illusory duplicate's going to attack the main wraith, the first wraith. It's against your Brutus. Yeah, this was that didn't work. Just would have got a little to deal with. Well, I think is that stone? That stone is still it's cracked.
It is cracked.
But
But it looks like one more solid hit, like the one before, will finish the job.
Well, I think I don't have a battle axe, but I have a rapier. Would that Can I attack it with that?
Sure. All right, so that hits the stone, but sadly, it only widens the crack just a little bit more, and the weird radiance is still coming off of it, and the Bargus is still, it is just digging a hole all around this body, trying to get to it. You almost can't even swing at the stone anymore, because the Bargus is like, chomping at the bit to drag this soul back to hell. You just can't get to it. So
Hunter yells over his shoulder, "Take your time, guys."
Wait, does stone taking damage? Because I think I have to add a 1d6 to my damage, if that's the case.
I'm sorry, does the stone what?
Did the stone take, is that the stone taking damage? Because I didn't add a 1d6.
The stone has taken damage, yeah.
Because I didn't add a 1d6 to my previous attack after it hit. Would that matter?
I don't know. I don't recall your last attack. Were you adding a d6 to damage, or were you adding a d6 to an attack roll?
To damage. I didn't add that.
He should do both. If he's a warrior, he would get 1 boon on all weapon attacks, and he would get 1d6 additional damage.
He's not a warrior.
All right. Well,
Okay.
if you're due extra damage, then by all means, roll it.
1d6. So that's
Oh.
just 2 extra damage from my previous attack.
And it cracks a little bit more, but it's still hanging in there. You guys need to take a hammer and chisel this fucker.
It's been a long day, guys. I'm tired.
All right, next
You guys
round.
learned-
The Bargus
you learned to-
is going crazy.
You've learned to fight from fighting the cherubs before. A little bit at a time. A little bit at a time.
All right, fast or slow turns, put it up there, and fast turns, get us started.
I will swing with my battle axe again.
All right, make it count.
All right. 2 boon because it's prone, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
All
1d6.
right, your battle axe connects with the
Okay.
stone solidly. The stone shatters, and the Bargus immediately leaps upon the body, rips it to shreds. The what's left of the wraith over here is sucked over to the body, and the Bargus essentially grabs the remains of the wraith in its mouth, and it leaps over the box, almost knocking Arzagal over, and runs over to the house on the other side of the village over here, and it jumps into the house and disappears. There's a significant amount of rumbling as the earth begins to react to the closure of the portal to hell. The house collapses in on itself, and the whole thing just kind of implodes, leaving basically a charred bit of earth that just kind of wafts with a little bit of smoke as the only thing to indicate that there was ever a rift into hell where this house stood. The smoke eventually clears from the village. You do find some villagers still alive way down here in this building. You do have to kill a few hogmen in order to get to them, but you do so fairly easily. And you are able to free the villagers, and unfortunately the rest of the village is in the same shape as the others that you have found. Either they killed themselves or they were killed by friends or family. So unfortunately the village of Raven's Nest has met a sad and tragic end. But you are able to take the survivors back from this village to your village and welcome them to Fletcher's Nest. The evil has been dispatched, and you have you have kept the Demon Lord's shadow away from Earth for one more day. So with that, gentlemen, I want to thank you for participating in today's adventure. Sorry for the technical issues with the tokens and the character sheets. Never fails. There's always going to be technical issues when I run online. It's just a curse I have. So I apologize for that, but hope you guys had some fun.
Yes.
Any last comments or any last thoughts before we wrap it up for tonight?
No, honestly, it was great.
Oh,
That was
thank
actually
you.
a fun.
Yeah.
That was the
Thank
good
you
game.
for
I will admit.
DMing.
No problem. I really enjoy running Shadow the Demon Lord. Gary, what'd you think of the game? I know you're new to the game. I know playing once probably doesn't give you a really great grasp of the rules or anything, but was it a decent game?
Oh, I'm already hooked.
Well, I'm sure Schwab is glad to hear that. I'm glad that you had fun. So, just once again, thank you all. I really appreciate you doing this for me for my 100th episode. I'm going to see if I can try to clean it up. I don't know how to do editing of videos, so I'm going to spend the next few days educating myself on that and try to get the technical issues with the character sheets and all that stuff edited out, because I'm sure the viewing audience is not interested in all that. But otherwise, I'll throw this up sometime this week, and we'll see how the folks react to it. So, any last words?
Can I just say thanks for doing the YouTube show? Like, I feel like Demon Lord does not get enough love in the RPG community, and I'm glad somebody's out there doing Satan's work or whatever. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan, right? Yeah, no problem, man. I mean, I got to tell you, I mean, I don't know if I've mentioned this in my videos before, but I'm not a video guy. This is the first time I've done videos for any reason, but I really felt like this needed to get out. I feel like there's so much attention on D&D and
Yep.
and other OSR games that this one is just kind of and I don't really understand it, but for whatever reason, this one is just overlooked. And I think it's far superior than so many other games that are out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think that's just because that people aren't aware of it. So the more people we can get to play, the more people we can expose to it, I think the better that the chances that eventually it'll catch on. But I don't know. I do my part. So, but anyway, thanks for watching. I mean, I'm definitely not a video personality. I'm just a guy. So thanks for watching and putting up with my stupid videos. And yeah, if you get a chance to go to a convention and run the game, or just introduce new people to it, do what you can to spread the word. I would love to play a game with Schwab someday. In a convention or something, because I hear it's just an experience that is just unique. I would love to do that sometime, but yeah, have to hold my breath on that, I guess. So anyway, thank you guys, appreciate it. Let me go ahead and wrap it up here, and be on the lookout for it sometime this week.
Thanks so much.
Great.
Neil.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks,
Thank you
Mel.
guys. All right, take it easy.
Great.
Thank
Yep.
you.
All
Bye,
right,
guys.
bye.
Bye.
How do I turn this damn
Bye.
thing off?